everyone, and welcome to the Plan with Me. My name is Brendelaine Mantianor. I am a Canadian author of children's books as well as the Christian fantasy novel Ember in the Mist. And today, I am simply going to be planning for the month of March. Done a little bit of planning when it comes to, oh my gosh, my accent, what happened? I've done a little bit of planning when it comes to some of the content that I am going to be working on throughout the month, but I haven't quite finished. And so I am not going to waste anyone's time, and we're going to get right into it. So, this plan with me is basically a time for you and I to be planning for anything we need to. Maybe you're planning about your story, maybe you're planning because you're a teacher like me, or maybe you're planning for something that's coming up, like maybe you're planning for a trip, or writing a script, or scheduling things so that you know which appointments to do this month. Whatever it is, it's time to plan. And so we are going to start off with let's do 10 minutes. I always like doing 10 minutes because it can get our mind started into the planning, and then we can really get into planning more with 15-minute sprints after. But we're going to start with 10 minutes, and I'm going to share my screen. The music is ready. We're going to do 10 minutes. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful time. I'm not going to be speaking during this time. Sometimes I do get questions of people asking me, oh, why aren't you really talking? Well, it's so that we can be accountable, that we're here, we did plan, and we got work done. And so I'm going to no longer talk anymore. I'm going to mute myself, start the music and the timer, and I'm wishing you some happy planning. Well, that was wonderful. So I hope this was very helpful for you for this first 10-minute sprint for their planning. We're going to go straight ahead and do the 15 minutes actually right now. And we're going to do two more. And so the time right now is almost 15 minutes. So once we do two more, we'll have 45 minutes and we'll be done. It's kind of quick, but it's best, I find, for me to keep going into this planning mindset so that we know exactly what we're doing. I was actually going over, as you can maybe see here, this was my February. And in pink, anything that I didn't do or things that were postponed or changed, I modified it in pink. And since this is March right now, I did have some pink there too because some things I moved from February to March. And then in purple, I'm adding on. So those are my add ons. I did the same thing for January as well. And so, sorry, I'm just making sure that I'm putting things in place. I am still working on my sequel, which is called Ripples of the Past, which is the sequel to Ember in the Mist, which is my debut novel. And I'm actually really proud of myself because I'm working on this sequel, and it's not been easy, to be honest. But I am putting things in place so that it can be a little bit more easier for me. March as a teacher is also very hectic. We actually have only 3 weeks of school. So if I want to finish my sequel and do all the other responsibilities that I have to do, planning is key. And so, without further ado, we're going to go into our next planning sprint. 15 minutes is already on the clock. I'll mute myself and happy planning. Okay, so that is wonderful. I hope this was helpful for you. If you're watching this in the playback, you can even skip my talking and go straight to the next sprint. But I'm actually going to start the next planning sprint right away. But I just wanted to share what I was actually working on. And so I shared at the beginning that I've already worked on some content. And so if I take my planner that I created myself, oh, yeah, the yearly office planner, and I was actually focusing a lot on Instagram because that's where mostly I am focusing and targeting my content. And so I just was planning out all the times that I would be having reels. I've actually started scheduling my posts because I felt the pressure of, being two places at once, having my author hat and my teacher hat at the same time. But for the past 3 weeks now, I started in February, so I planned last month when I was doing the planning in February what exactly I wanted to do. And so I started off, just doing the week, having everything for the week. And then as time was going, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put all the pictures and reels that I have, download them, put them on a folder, and based on what I have, I'm just going to start doing content. And I was able to do 3 weeks. I actually am now in March, and I already have about 5 content already, um, like prepared to be published or to be posted. And so I'm just really putting now what I'm going to do for March all the way up to August, and exactly how many single posts I'm doing, exactly how many reels, exactly how many carousels. So carousels are multiple pictures in one post. And I told myself at the bottom, make adjustments for the fall. And I know already from July and August, I upped a little bit my content of how many times I'll be posting because it will be summertime. But yeah, so that's what I was working on. And I was just looking at, some things that I planned for myself for YouTube, some things that I already worked on, and things I'm going to want to do. I know February I didn't do that well when it came to posting at all, and it was very busy. I even became sick. But yes, I'm working on, moving forward. And I'm going to keep working on this page for a bit. And I might go and start adding more. Oh, there was one other thing that I did that I didn't show. And that was my book list. Oh, if I can find it, that would be wonderful. So these are the books that I've read and plan to read. I've read 3 already this year. I'm actually working or reading The Gilded One. And then I have actually books 5 to 14 listed. And so I always write when I started, when I completed it. In the corner here, I added how many days did it take me. So The Winter King took me 6 days. A Soul as Cold as Frost took me 16 days. And then Tristan Punches a Hole in the Sky took me 13 days. And so it's a good tracker for me. And I know when I start and when I don't start, because sometimes when I finish, I don't put my reviews right away on Goodreads. Oh, there's another book that I should add. It's Iyanu, Child of Wonder, Volume 2. I did read that already. So yeah, I'm gonna be working on a couple of those things, and we're going to do 15 more minutes and we're done. Okay. So happy planning again, and I'll see you at the end. Well, that is the end of our Plan With Me sprints. I hope you found this very useful and that you were able to really work hard and plan during this time. I personally enjoy that I put, sorry, um, goodness, give me seconds. I'm just going to drink some water. Like I said, in February I was a little bit sick. Everything is okay. But my cough, it's not really a cough, it's just like a lingering one. You understand what I mean? I know you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm personally very proud of myself that every month I've been able to do a plan with me because I go back and I look at the other months and I see how much I've actually done. And it helps me keep that consistency and accountability that I am actually planning for my upcoming content, my writing schedule, and all the other things I need to do for drafting my novel. And so it's been really helpful for me. Again, if you are interested in getting my novel, Ember in the Mist, you can get it on Amazon in paperback and ebook. And there are other vendors like Barnes and Noble, and you can also get it as an ebook. So there's for sure Kindle, there's Google Play or Google Books, I should say, Nook, Koho. I think it's Koho, not Kogo, one of the two. But yes, it's a Christian fantasy novel. It's the first out of five, and I'm currently working on the second one, so the sequel. And I am looking so forward to soon, most likely, um, maybe in April, to share more about it with a sprint, an actual writing sprint, so that I can work on my edits. And so, yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this time. If you're watching the playback, that's wonderful. I hope it is useful for you. And I pray that you all have a wonderful day, have a wonderful upcoming week, a beautiful month in March, and I will see you in the next live. Take care, everyone. Bye.